health and safety related home modifications. So, you know, and you really can request anything, and whether or not it's approved is up to the, you know, the state to determine. But, you know, certainly if someone is in a home that needs a ramp would be considered a modification that would be covered. You know, adding
a security system kind of thing if they were a wanderer?
Might be, because it's a health and safety concern.
Mm-hmm.
Might be. I haven't personally seen
fence around
that,
the yard or something.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
kids.
that's possible.
Shower modifications.
Right,
lifts.
like the lifts, the handles.
But now is this like the IEP where it's what you need, not the top of the line? Enough to get by, but not the top of the line.
You know, I don't know, from what I've seen in regards to modifications, because it's coming from the state, they want to make sure that whatever it is going to be safe and healthy. I don't know if it's the top of the line, but certainly would meet the bill, because, you know, if you build a, you know, have a crappy ramp built, then it could be a liability. Right. So, yeah, I don't really know on that, and I think ultimately the way that it works is the family kind of gets an estimate and decides who they're going to work for, kind of thing, and then it's up to the state to determine if, you know, they need to go one way or the other. I've seen, you know, like a motorized chair for stairs. Trying to think.
I wonder about a door locking system if they're not good, or they always lose their key, or forget their key, or that kind of thing. Some kind of a, so that they when they get home they can get in. In case they left their key at work or left. You know,
yeah, I don't know if that would fall under environmental modifications, but my brother has a code on his door that unlocks automatically. It's just 3 numbers that he remembers, and
something like that. It would seem like that would be in.
Yeah, yeah, and again, you know, I think that all of those things are worth bringing up with care coordinator and determining if, in fact, they're going to work out under this environmental modifications. Chore services, this is where someone comes in and generally it's on like a weekly basis, comes in and does household chores. This one is on the extreme side of cleaning. It's more identified in that nursing home level of care where everything needs to be sanitized and germ-free, and you know, so somebody that's really susceptible to infections and that kind of thing, chore services would be something that you could get. I'm trying to think of a case of an MRDD case.
Somebody with allergies.
Allergies might be. This is a pretty hard one to get in most cases. You know, they really have to identify that somebody that's there is not able to clean effectively, yes, and to this level of, and have this need to this level. So meals, food for 18 plus at home or in a group home setting other than assisted living home. So So I wasn't really sure about this. All of the homes that I have seen with agencies or otherwise generally have, you know, the food in the waiver, or there's some kind of food component. So I don't know if because it's assisted living home, if there's, you know, it comes out of each person's money or how that works. And I had never seen a line of, you know, a line item for meals. So, but this was on one of the lists that I was looking over. This is where we were talking about specialized medical equipment and supplies.
Okay.
So this stuff is identified as helping to communicate and perform daily activities and get out and about. So that's where assistive technology would come in, wheelchair upgrades, if they have a personal vehicle, getting a ramp in the vehicle, you know, or a lift.
What about the little tags, you know, that if you're in a bad situation, emergency, that you can hit that tag? I can't remember what they're called. The I've fallen and I can't get up lady.
Right, probably.
Okay.
You know, walkers are on here, diapers, you know, like adults who are still in diapers. You know, it really is the specialized medical equipment and supplies, and there's quite a range and varies. So, you know, when in doubt, just ask. And that's one of the things that you would want to, you know, if there was specialized medical equipment or supplies that were needed, you know, that weren't covered somewhere else, this is where you would look. So there's nursing oversight. A registered nurse ensures the care of the medical nature is delivered safely. So in the case of, you know, a CCFC, you know, critical care child, or an older Alaskan, you know, they may have, you know, round-the-clock nursing based on, you know, the medical condition. Intensive active treatment. This is professional treatment therapy to prevent behavior regression or address family, personal, social, mental health, behavior, substance abuse problems. So this really is identified as therapy, and it's usually looked at over a short period of time. And specialized private duty nurse. I think this is most common, again, with you know, the older Alaskans, that nursing home quality of care, and continuous services for 21 plus by a licensed nurse specific to the individual needs. So it may